Hunters, your attention.
What's good, hunters? Welcome back to the channel. Okay, so we all were able to touch up on that Monster Hunter Wilds beta and just get a good feel for each of the 14 weapons in the game. At least I hope you did, because they're all fantastic in their own way. Some, in my opinion, better than others, but that's why it's an opinion. Now, in this video here, I wanted to touch up on Greatsword. I kind of want to give pros and cons, but I also want to give my opinion. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The Greatsword in Monster Hunter Wilds will be one powerful, beastly weapon. It's a high risk, high reward kind of weapon, just like how it's always been. It's a heavy hitting monster, and it does have an emphasis on timing and positioning. So here are some pros to the weapon to add to this. So without a doubt, it's gonna have a massive damage output. Out of the 14 weapons, only a few of those weapons can truly match the satisfaction of a TCS or a true charge slash. The Greatsword's raw power can make it a beast for dealing huge bursts of damage, especially, and I mean especially, when you get the timing just right, and the positioning, of course. Now, you may be thinking, oh, Greatsword's too slow. It has horrible movement. You may be right to some degree, but the weapon's more versatile than you think. You can choose whether to hold those charged attacks and get the most bang out of your buck, or you can let those attacks fly and not get as much damage, but you'll still be hitting the monster efficiently how you would probably like to, with some power to it still. And in Wilds, you just get so much more flexibility because of the focus camera. Think about just never being able to miss a true charge slash or just any attack in general because you're always locked in on the monster. That's incredible. You also can't forget that Greatsword serves as a shield in itself. It may not be as efficient as a, let's say, a lance, gun lance, or even a sword and shield, but it will save you. Think about this. A monster has a 2-hit attack. You dodge the first one, you get up, but you don't have time to dodge again because the second attack is coming so fast. You pull out your shield and bam, you're safe. You don't always use it, but when you do, it's there to save you, and that's pretty awesome. And if you like to think and just have more of a calculated playstyle, this weapon will be for you for sure. Anyone who can master spacing and timing will truly shine with the Greatsword, especially against slower and more predictable monsters. But whoa, if you somehow can defeat a monster that's just moving at light speed with a Greatsword, you've truly mastered it, and you deserve all the flowers for that. So I think a direct con from the massive damage output would probably be mobility in itself. Just having the Greatsword unsheathed makes you as slow as molasses, and when doing a charged attack, you're quite literally a sitting duck. That massive damage has to come at a cost of mobility. Otherwise, the weapon would be just one crazy powerhouse, one-man army. So you have to be very mindful of positioning and anticipate monster movements. Dodging can be really challenging, especially when it's unsheathed. So not many hunters, I can see why they wouldn't lean into Greatsword, just because of mobility alone. Now, even with the addition of focus mode and all of the focus mode attacks, it's still pretty limited with combos in itself. Yes, it has an offset attack. It can clash with monsters, but unlike some faster weapons, the Greatsword just doesn't rely on complex combo strings. While its simplicity can be a pro for some, others might find it limiting, especially in a fast-paced battle. Like, I can't argue how many times I wanted to drop Greatsword while fighting, let's say, Narga Cougar or something like that. It just didn't work for me. Might be a skill issue. And I think a lot of hunters just don't have the patience trying to practice a true charge slash or just your timing in itself can be a hassle, especially when you're going against a monster that's just not giving you any breathing room. Mistiming a charged attack could be the difference between victory and a loss, and I can understand why a lot of hunters just wouldn't want to deal with that headache as it is. I think that's the beauty of Greatsword in itself. So all in all, I think Greatsword is a rewarding weapon if you enjoy tactical, patient approach, trading speed for immense power. It's perfect for players who love the satisfaction of delivering a huge, well-timed blow. However, the weapon's slow movement and commitment-heavy attacks mean it can be punishing if your timing isn't on point. But in Wilds, I think the addition of focus mode really helps the weapon out a lot and would make it more enjoyable for the hunter that never enjoyed using it to begin with. I honestly can't wait to get my hands on it on full release. I think it's going to be a blast, and I hope you guys truly give it a chance. I'm going to rate this weapon a 9 out of 10 because I just prefer to have speed. That's just my playstyle. But I will never knock down how powerful this weapon truly is, ever. Now, with the pros and cons and my opinion on Greatsword out of the way, do you think you'll be using Greatsword in Monster Hunter Wilds? How do you feel about the weapon in general? In the comments, I would love to hear your opinions about the weapon and how you think a new player would fare with it. Thank you for tuning in to this video. I have more to come very soon. Please like and subscribe if you do enjoy this kind of content. I'll see y'all later, hunters. Peace.